Ladles and Jelly Spoons is Tim Dowd for LWMST in Tenerife. I'm here together with Neale Smyth from Northern Ireland. And roll intro. So we're here in Playa de San Juan, which is one village, if you like, up from where I live. I've been to Los Cristianos this morning. I picked Neale up, and we're going to have a little walk around the village here, stop for a coffee, maybe a croissant or something like that, and then I'm going to go back to the village. Neale's going to do the bus back, which is going to be good. So we are going to walk all the way around the village. We'll probably end up right back here, because I'm parked over there in the free car park that nobody knows about except me. And the biggest problem you got is you can't get in the right way by going the right way, so I went in the wrong way. Sorry about that, I'm new to the place. So if you want to come with us, we are going to go towards the port. We're going to have a look around the port, then up to the square, and then we're going to come through back to the cultural centre. We're going to go far out towards the new buildings that they're building, apartments and everything, 800 grand and upwards, and then we're going to end up back here for to say goodbye. So off with us. So Ladles and Jelly Spoons, we are here in Playa San Juan, as I said, and we're walking down the beautiful brand new promenade. We're about halfway down. In front of us is the port, we'll show you in a minute, and behind us is the shops and the residential areas, the new residential areas, and they're even building a brand new set of apartments, buildings, but they're really expensive. I think 800,000 is the cheapest. And I think they've been sold now, and I think people are putting them on the market for $1 million or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, amazing. And they're not even finished yet.
Unbelievable.
It is unbelievable, yeah. I'll show you, turn you around. So here we go. This is the way to the port. We're going to go up the bridge and have a look at the port from the top there, and then we're going to come back and down to the beach. So enjoy. So we stopped here at the port now. There's a guy doing some pressure washing down there, so I've moved a little bit away. But we're on the, I don't know what it's called, a pier, would I call it? Would you call it a pier?
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask Neale a couple of questions. Why Tenerife? Why did you come to Tenerife?
It's a beautiful island in the sun.
In the sun.
And the last time I was here was 30 years ago with my mum and dad. And I have happy memories of it back then.
Oh, cool.
With them, yeah. It was always just a joy to get away to Spain.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you remember where you stayed 30 years ago?
Playa de las Americas.
Playa de las Americas?
Playa de las Americas, yes.
Yeah.
I can't remember now which hotel.
No. Was it on the coast or a bit further back, maybe?
Possibly further back.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, it was. I remember now it was quite a nice hotel and all back then. You know, so it was.
But this time you got a lot more information because you've been watching Lee, you've been watching me.
Yes.
Anybody else? Night Strider.
Kevin the Scotsman.
Kevin the Scotsman.
That's right. Yeah.
Rick and Shelley.
Yeah, I've heard of them too. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely. Yeah.
And so you basically know where to go, and you picked a hotel that one of our other vlogger family of friends did a great review on. That was Alan's Homemade Vlogs.
Oh yes, Alan.
From Troon.
That's right. Yes.
Alan, shout out to Alan's Homemade Vlogs.
Yes.
He's saying the Arona Gran now. I'm allowed to say that, right?
Yes,
oh,
because Alan's it's his favourite over in the Arona Gran.
I think Anne-Marie and David Butler stayed there as well.
That's right.
They did.
Right, yeah. And apparently Bill Clinton has stayed there.
Really?
Yeah, that's one of his favourite hotels.
You know why he was here, don't you? Because they were going to use Tenerife as the jump-off point for Africa.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it was going to be the American, European port.
Yes.
Right on the doorstep of Africa.
Right.
When they were going to go in and take all the African resources, but the Brits had already been and done that.
Right.
But yeah, so Bill Clinton was really pushing for trade with Africa.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was. They never came off though. They never came off. We do get a few Americans now. I think there's still a direct flight from Newark.
Oh right.
Half a year, I think. Every half year they'll do it. But that's another. So let me just show you around. This is the playa of the Playa de San Juan. This is the beach. You've got a kiln down there. I think that's either for salt or something. And then you've got a path along the top of the what's it called? From here is where the beach starts, where those little tents are. And we're going to go down there in a minute and have a look to see what's going on. And then on the other end, you've got a maritime walkway that goes up over the cliffs and ends up right at the far end by Obama. That's that 5-star hotel from the what's it called? Ritz-Carlton. The Ritz-Carlton. Let's put me on this side. There you go. So we're going to have a walk down to the beach now. I'm not going to show you everything. We'll just show you the important bits. See you in a minute. So we're in one of my favourite spots, Ladles and Jelly Spoons. It's a beautiful little bench with our names on it. There's usually a lot of locals sat here. Sometimes in the winter they'll even put cardboard on the seat so to make it warmer through the seat there. And there's a beautiful view of the beach here. I'll turn you around in a minute. Yeah, and there's a little market going on here, I think. Oh, no, actually, that's not a market, is it? That's a cafe.
Yeah, it's a cafe.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah.
I thought I saw some market stalls. So must have been mistaken. So we're going to have a walk around the beach, and I did hear that the kiosk halfway down the beach, which is like a cafe, has reopened.
Right.
It's been closed since COVID.
Oh right.
And last time I was here, I was actually listening to a band. They had live music on, and it was called Too Good to Go. No, that's something else. It's Two Twos or something. I'll have a look. Adrian, anyway. Adrian, if you're watching, hi.
Yeah.
And so we're going to go. We left off where you were saying you spent 30 years ago. You were here in Las Americas.
That's right.
And now you're in Arona Gran, right?
Yeah.
And what I like about Arona Gran is not only that it's right at the end of Los Cristianos, so you've got a nice walk into the village.
That's
you know.
right, yes.
But also it's quiet without being too.
No, there's none of that whatsoever.
None of that round there,
you
no.
get a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
You get a good night's sleep and all on it.
Are you using the up experience, or are you just in?
No, I'm just down,
the standard?
more or less downstairs.
Okay.
I think you basically had to pay extra for that.
Really?
You had to pay extra to go upstairs. I think Alan probably would know all about that.
He probably would, yeah.
He knows.
But the thing is, for me, all I want is a bed maybe a breakfast, but all I really need is a bed when I go on holiday.
That's right.
Because I remember I booked the evening meal in the Sheraton for Christmas one year, and it cost us €180 as a sort of a standard menu each.
Right.
Each. And the Christmas Eve, the room on Christmas Eve went up from 150 to €250. So we paid a real fortune for that, and I wasn't impressed, to tell you the truth. The Christmas Eve dinner it was. There's supposed to be some sort of entertainment on as well, and that was a bit lax. So I thought, well, why do that? Just bed and breakfast, and go out and see the rest.
That's basically all you want when you come on holiday.
Right.
You want sort of a half-decent hotel, but it's...
I understand you, though, as a solo traveller.
Yeah.
Going into a restaurant can sometimes be intimidating. Every night you find a different restaurant. Yeah. Especially if you don't have a camera to talk to.
That's true. Yeah.
Well, there you go. You're going to start doing this then.
Yeah, I know.
We'll call you the what will we call you? The postie.
Aye, the postie.
Yeah, the postie. You tell us all the stories about 25 years in the post office for the Royal Mail.
That's right. I know.
Shout out to my brother-in-law who also works for the Royal Mail. Stuart, Saint Stuart we call him, because he's got to put up with my sister, Jackie. Hi, Jackie. What do you think of the view?
Oh, absolutely fantastic.
So in Playa de San Juan, you've got like 3 or 4 different types of area. You've got sea, you've got cafes, you've got this view here. View is really fantastic.
Yeah, it really is.
And so we're going to walk round to the beach now and see if the kiosk is open. I don't think we'll have a coffee there because I've got another place that I like to have a coffee at.
Right,
but we'll see if the kiosk is open and have a look at the prices.
Yeah.
So if you want to come with us, vámonos.
Right.
And the breakwaters are really massive blocks of concrete. Look at those. Cool dude. So I'm still here with Neale.
Neale, yeah.
And what we're going to do now is we're going to have a little walk around to the kiosk. But first of all, I'm going to show you the port with my drone. Enjoy. So what we're going to do now, we're going to show the disabled beach. And they're very similar to the one we did yesterday in Los Cristianos.
Yes.
And there's my thing on, yeah. So ladles and jelly spoons, this is the disabled access to the beach. There's a ramp down here to this shaded area at the bottom there. And again, they've got socorristas, which is the lifeguards. They think they come in at 10 o'clock. And also they've got one of those floating chairs where they'll take you out to in and swim.
Yeah.
So this is also very similar to the one we did the other day in Los Cristianos. They've got it here as well. Disabled beaches. There you go. So ladles and jelly spoons, here we are at the beginning of the beach itself. Obviously the beach does start back there, but there's a nice little walkway here and some nice trees and the kiosk in the middle. So we're going to have a look to that. Just show you around to these trees. These are beautiful, and when they're all in bloom in red there, it's fantastic. I'm not sure what trees they are.
No.
I think they could be, what they call it. I can't remember. Put it in the comments if you know what these trees are. So let's go and have a look at the kiosk there. So ladles and jelly spoons, we got the kiosk here. It's open again. Está abierta.
Sí, estoy abierta.
Muy bien. Desde hace ¿cuándo está abierta?
Tengo casi un mesito.
Okay, cool dude. So we're not going to stay. We're just going to show the people. Habla inglés.
Un poquito lo hablo.
Okay, we're going to show you a little bit of the things here. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Yo,
Yeah?
Raquel.
Rachele. Soy Timothy. Encantado.
Encantada.
So Rachele is going to serve coffees and food.
Yeah, I have already food.
Oh, can I look? Can I take it?
From next week, I have also fish.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow. So here we go. Let's
The best place to eat fish here.
let's do this. So this is pollo a la plancha. That's grilled chicken. And you can choose between vegetables and oven potatoes. Yep, they're going to come and arrest us for the drone. $8.50, that's good. Hamburger with chips from the oven chips, $12.50. White cheese, fried white cheese with salad and Iberican ham, €10. Pinza, no sé. ¿Qué es pinza?
Sasha's pizza.
A pizza.
Sasha's pizza, yeah.
A what pizza?
Pizza, you don't know.
Pizza,
what is
yeah,
Pizza.
but-
It's Sasha's pizza.
Oh, such as pizza, okay. A pinza is like pizza. And you can have marinara for $7.50 or margarita. I should have read margarita, I would have known what it was then. $8.50. Bocadillo sandwiches, jamon y queso, ham and cheese, salmon and aguacate, which is the green thing, avocado. Jamon iberico y queso, so Iberican ham and cheese, and capneje con lechuga.
Caprese, it's tomate and mozzarella.
Tomato mozzarella, there you go. Caprese con lechuga, tomato mozzarella, and that's $6.50. Y preguntó para nuestras ensaladas desde $7.50. So they got salads from $7.50. Cool dude. Rachele, muchas gracias. Okay?
Thank you so much. Gracias.
Thank you. We're going to carry on walking now, and we're going to walk to the end and then come back. Do you want to go with us?
Yeah.
There we go.
As the McMaster says, let's go.
Let's go. Well, we can't do that. We can't steal his lines. But what I can do is just translate him into Spanish. Yeah? So, vámonos.
Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah? And onwards is adelante.
Right.
Onwards, my friends, is adelante, mi amigos. Unless all your friends are women, then it's adelante, mi amigas. Here's the loo. So you want to keep fit? You can come and join one of these fitness groups.
Yeah, see that?
I think you pay a couple of bob and
Yeah. Why not? Out in the sun.
yes, you know, this is such a wonderful life here. It's amazing.
Oh, it is. It is. You know, nothing would be rained off anywhere. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Not like back home.
Back home,
Yeah.
Alabama. Sweet home Alabama.
I like the way you say. Sometimes you say Palmar.
Palmar.
I did the Northern Ireland accent.
Well,
Palmar.
The first time I heard it was from a barman in the Sheraton,
Yes, yes.
and he had a broad Northern Irish accent.
Yes.
And he says, where you looking for to live? I said, I don't know, anywhere between Los Cristianos and La Caleta at the time, right? And he says, you're going to look at Palmar. That's really good, Palmar.
Palmar.
And so we've always, even Chris says it, Palmar.
All right, Palmar.
Because we didn't know what it was called really. And Palmar just means palm tree and sea.
Right.
Palmar.
Oh, yeah. Palmar. I must remember that.
Palmar.
Yeah, Palmar.
Now this here, if you look at this ladles and jelly spoons, this is terrible for wheelchairs. We've come along here once and Chris said she'll never come along here again in a wheelchair. It is so uncomfortable, it is unbelievable. And they spent a fortune on doing this as well. In fact, the whole path was like this till people complained, and then they made it nice and smooth.
Yeah.
So this is the kiln. Now I'm not sure what they were doing. Some people were saying kiwis, some people say salt. Let's hope they've put like a little information thing up, because there wasn't one last time I was here. No, looks like there isn't one now either.
Oh, nothing.
But it definitely is a kiln of some sort.
Right. Wonder what was all that about years ago? Huh?
We don't know.
What the cap-
But they did do salt here. They did mine sea salt.
Right.
And so that could be something to do with it, but I'm not sure.
Right.
Now, I've never done a live round this corner because there is definitely no signal here. So we're going to take you just round the corner to have a look at the extent of the walkway, get back into the sun,
Yes.
and then we'll have a chat with you guys.
I suppose the further out you go, there's no internet.
Right, and also when you're close to rocks as well,
That's
because
right.
all the signals are above us, if you like.
Correct.
So if you're shielded from the mountain,
That's right.
then you're shielded from the internet as well.
Yeah.
Which one way's a good thing.
Yeah.
So there we go. As you can see, we're not going up it, but there is a walkway in front of us that goes up over the cliffs. And here's another beach, not a sandy beach, but another secluded area where you can just sit and have a picnic and pretend you're nowhere.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So let's have a quick look at this.
Absolutely beautiful. Huh?
Okay. So we're at the end of the flat walkway where it goes up the mountain, up the cliffs there, and there's a lovely little beach here that you can see. And here is a close-up of those rocks, those concrete blocks, really, that were dropped in to stop the waves.
Right.
And they're all out there as well. And further along the coast, you've got the Arona Hotel, and you've got the Mar Azul, and then there's us after that, Kiosk after that. So, and the port, of course. The port is fantastic.
Isn't it just?
It's beautiful.
It is absolutely, yeah. It is amazing. Absolutely amazing island. Huh?
Right, so now we're going to turn around and walk back and go to the other end of the village, and then come back to where we parked the car. Ladies and jelly spoons, we are here at, is it the Panier Cafe? Is that what it's called? It looks like it. Panier Cafe.
Yeah,
it's got it here. Panier, yeah.
Panier, yeah.
Coffee and brunch. So we just ordered some coffees and water, and this is a beautiful square. So I'll show you the square now. It's got like an amphitheatre seating at one point, a taxi rank and the bus stop. And the bus from Los Gigantes stops here as well, and goes past our village, the 473. So if you get the 477 from Los Cristianos out to Los Gigantes and get the 473 back, then you come through all these little villages, and this is the last village before our village. Now the 473 used to go into our village and turn around, but they complained it took too much time and they were always late.
Right,
So they said, okay, we'll extend the 471 from Playa Paraíso, and then this 473 goes past the village. You can still get off and walk down the hill, it's not a problem. It's only like 10 or 15 minutes to the centre of town from the bus stop, but walking up to the bus stop to get the bus, that's a bit of a slog. A bit of a slog. So we're going to see, have you enjoyed the walk up to now?
Absolutely, absolutely. As you say, Tenerife, it can be very hilly in places.
Well, I used to say when I was a magician at the end of my show, I always used to say, and don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we do not have a volcano. We are a volcano.
That's true. That's right. Yeah.
So basically, you're on the slopes of a volcano wherever you are. Yeah?
That's right. That's right.
So we're not going to make right to the end like I wanted to. So we'll save that for another time. After the coffee here, we're going to go straight back to the car park, and we'll say ta-ra there. But in the meantime, enjoy the sounds and the sights of Playa de San Juan. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Conga, Singa. Café con leche. Do you want ice and lemon?
No.
I'm just going to drink out the bottle. So.
All right. Yeah.
Muchas gracias, señor.
Muchas gracias.
Although now I've got, if you don't want ice and lemon, I'll have it.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
If you don't want it.
No, you work away, Tim, yeah. Absolutely. Huh?
So we'll. Cheers. Looks like a gin and tonic now.
Yeah.
So ladles and jelly spoons. This is Tim Dowd and Neale Smyth for Living with MST Tenerife signing off. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.